For many Kenyans, chicken farming is fast gaining popularity, not only as a source of supplemental income, but also as an additional source of much-needed protein. Individuals, families, and businesses are venturing into chicken farming, and backyard poultry farms can be seen in most peri-urban areas. This has led to an increasing number of farmers seeking information about how to rear local or indigenous chickens. Today, we focus on the various aspects that need to be right to have a successful indigenous chicken operation. Local chickens have many advantages over commercial poultry breeds, apart from their role in uplifting the livelihoods and socio-economic well-being of most rural and peri-urban families.
Karori, a farmer in Koroi, in Ngong, Kajiado district. Originally, I used to breed the other type of cuckoos for meat, but then because of the so many diseases, I decided to change into kienyeji cuckoos because they are good in meat.
Meat and eggs from indigenous chickens are tastier than those obtained from commercial breeds. Also, the initial investment is less than that needed to keep commercial breeds. Local chickens are more tolerant of harsh conditions, including diseases, and can be fed on cheap, locally available feeds. However, most local chickens have lower productivity. They often have low body weights and lay fewer eggs compared to commercial breeds. The best performance of local chicken can be greatly improved if the best management practices are observed. With improved management practices, survival rate of chicks can be increased from 30 to 80%. It is important to note that if you hatch your eggs and sell chicks, earnings can be up to 7 times higher than if you simply sell the eggs. Planning your production to meet high seasonal demand, such as Christmas, Easter, and other festivals, can greatly increase your profits. In this video, we give you a brief overview of what is needed to ensure that you maximize your benefits from your birds. Housing. Housing is necessary to protect chickens against predators, thieves, bad weather, and to provide shelter for egg-laying and broody hens. The location of the chicken house should be dry and flat. Avoid poorly drained sites, but if that is a challenge, then you have the option of raising the house from the ground. Ensure winds ventilate the house without causing cold. Cold is unfriendly to the birds and particularly for the layers. To protect against buildup of diseases, causing agents and parasites, the house must be easily accessible and easy to clean. Chicken houses should have openings on either side for ventilation and a hole or ridge on the roof, which will ensure proper ventilation and give light. It is recommended that you have a concrete floor for easy cleaning and disinfection. You'll also need wood shavings for litter and especially in the laying nests.
The moment you feel that sawdust is wet, okay, that's the right time to change, because if you don't change, it will start affecting them and they'll start becoming sick.
To design proper housing for your birds, the following guide should apply. If you are just starting, you will need the following on your checklist: wood shavings and 1 cock for every 10 hens. Perches are very important for chicken to roost on at night and during the day. Perches also help to stop pecking and fighting.
We are having around 8 cages by 5, whereby this one is holding. It can hold, if you put there one layer, it can accommodate 40 on this side and 40 on this side. But in the deep litter system, we recommend that you put each layer can take a space of 2 feet per square meter. We recommend that we use 10 layers for one cock.
Laying nests ease egg collection and help avoid dirty and cracked eggs, and should be provided when the hens reach 18 weeks of age. To avoid the hens going broody, ensure continuous egg collection from the nests. There are 2 types of nests that you can choose from. You can settle for either communal nests where more than one hen shares space, or individual nests where one hen lays at a time. To prevent egg eating, laying nests should be placed in dark areas of the house. Store the eggs with the broad end facing upwards. Hatching eggs should be stored in clean, dry egg trays in cool areas of the house. Eggs older than 10 days should not be used for hatching. If hens are prevented from hatching their own eggs or brooding chicks, they will start to lay again more quickly. Proper feeding is directly related to survival of your chickens. For maximum performance and good health, your chickens need a steady supply of energy, proteins, essential amino acids, minerals, vitamins, and most importantly, water.
Now, what I'm doing now at the moment is that because of the environment around, there is a sawdust. And these cuckoos will always scratch and put the sawdust in the water. By removing this way, fresh water will come and the sawdust will come down. That's trying to keep the water clean.
Poorly fed birds have low immunity. Never leave them hungry. Imbalances in nutrition leads to stunted growth and high mortality, especially in the chicks. It is for this reason that you should include food supplements. Provided with the right conditions, an indigenous hen will lay her first egg at 28 weeks. Remember, water should be provided at all times to the layers. Feeding should be on clean, hygienic conditions. As a farmer, you must prepare to protect your local chicken from diseases caused by viruses, bacteria, and other infections. Newcastle disease is the most contagious disease that affects birds of all ages and is known to sweep 71% of the flock. In Kenya, adding aloe vera leaves to drinking water is said to prevent Newcastle disease. Other problematic diseases include chicken pox, fall typhoid, and coccidiosis. External parasites include fleas, lice, mites, and soft ticks. Ensure to regularly clean the litter. You need to be observant for telltale signs that something is wrong with your chickens. Signs that your flock is sick include poor appetite, huddling, depression, ruffled feathers, coughing, sneezing, nasal discharge, wet litter, and increased bird mortalities. As a management practice, it is important to note that not all health problems are as a result of infections. Other factors include feed quality, water quality, lighting, air quality, ventilation, feed space, and general sanitation. Before you can treat a disease, one must make an accurate diagnosis.
There's a disease of the Newcastle. It was doing around, and also in this farm we faced that challenge. There are a few of chickens that they died. For some few days we went for a training in Egerton through an organization that is called INSIP. They gave us a contact, so we usually contact them in case of any challenge, but we usually do them the soluble powders. And also there's these that we call the Guboro vaccination, and also the Newcastle.
The most effective way of preventing loss of your birds from Newcastle and other diseases is through vaccination. The recommended protective health and vaccination practices for indigenous birds are as follows. 1. For egg type or breeding chickens, they should be vaccinated for Marek's disease at the hatchery or as they are removed from the incubator. 2. All chickens should have a coccidiostat in their diet for the first 8 weeks. 3. If drugs are used in the feed, recommended withdrawal times before slaughter or marketing must be observed. Please follow the vaccination regime shown here for your indigenous chickens. It is important that indigenous chicken farmers keep records of their day-to-day operations, however simple. All financial transactions, e.g. purchases and sales, must be recorded. Periodic calculations at the end of each cycle need to be done to be able to assess the profitability of the enterprise as well as the efficiency of the management. Indigenous chickens play an important role in food security and nutrition, poverty alleviation, and economic empowerment of various genders, especially women and the youth. The biggest constraint to indigenous chicken rearing is Newcastle disease, hence the need to prevent and control this disease through timely vaccination. Effort to improve indigenous chicken productivity through improved housing, feeding, and disease control is of paramount importance.